Hello and welcome back to the second video of this three-part video series about customizing your HTML emails. My name's James from Livestorm. In the first video we looked at where on the dashboard you can customize your HTML on your event registration emails, and we also looked at an example of what can be done when you do apply HTML to your custom emails. So in this video we're going to take a look at a second example, and we're going to focus on the event email that is sent 1 hour before the start of the event. Now in my case I want to change that to 30 minutes, and we're going to take a look at where we can change that setting, and we're going to also look at some other things that we can add to that video to make sure that your registrants are prepared for the event. So let's take a look on the dashboard. So here we are in the event dashboard. So this is my test event, and we're going to come into settings, emails, and here are all the emails that are configured. So in the last video we set up this one here. So first, send registration. So that's my custom email template. So because I've added my own one, what I want to do is I want to take out the default email template. So that's very important as well. So remove, or else they're going to get two emails. So please be sure to review the email list here and make sure that you have exactly what you want to be sent. You don't want to have two registration emails sent out once you have a registrant register for your event. You just want the one. So we've taken that out. And what we want to do here, add an email and manage templates. So again, you can create your own template here, but in my case we want to review one that I've already created. So pre-event email, edit, and it's already set to custom HTML. So this is one that I've set up earlier. So here's another example of how you can customize your event registration emails. Now I've gone for a very similar design, so I want to keep it in the same theme, spread out across all the emails in this event and all my other events. So I want to create a brand for my event registration emails, and I can reapply these templates to future events as well. So as you can see here, I've changed the image just to freshen up the design and give it a little bit more something, but kept the same information here regarding the event. So we've got the same basic details, when the event is, the date, the time. But one thing that I've added here as well is a connectivity test. So for example, let's just say I'm finding that some of my registrants are having an issue connecting to the events, or they have poor internet connection, or they're having some sort of problem. Not everybody, just a couple of people, and I just feel that it might be necessary to include this 30 minutes before the event starts. So adding the connectivity test gives me the opportunity to send this to my registrants 30 minutes before the event starts, to ensure that they're prepared for the event, they have a stable connection, and if they do have any issues, then they can run the connectivity test. Also, if someone during the event or 5 minutes before the event says, I can't connect, I can send them to this connectivity test, and I can say, it's in the email that has been sent out 30 minutes before the start of the events. And that's up to me. I can choose to put that in the original email, but for me, I think it's best to put it in this one. So the default timing of this email, it's sent 1 hour before the event starts. So for me, I'd prefer to have that at 30 minutes. So I can change that here. So 30 minutes and when before the expected start time. So our event is starting in 30. Again, we need to come into full HTML mode. So we're going to click on HTML, and we can see all of the HTML that I've already set up here for this email template. So the same information there, we've got the variables as we covered in the first video. But for this video, I've wanted to add in the connectivity test. So I've got a big giant button there. So I want to refer people to this test. If it's 5 minutes before the event and someone says they can't connect, I can say, please check your emails, there's a connectivity test. And if you click on that button, that's going to open up in a new tab, and that's going to take me to the Livestorm connectivity test. Now this is a great tool to use before your event starts if someone is unable to connect to your event, because we all know what it's like. You're putting on an event and you have things to organize yourself, and then there's someone who can't connect. So you can send them to this test, and it's in the event email, and it's been sent 30 minutes before the start of the event. So you can refer them to this. You can say, hi there, sorry to hear you can't connect. Can you please check your emails? There's a connectivity test on the email, and you can click on that to test your connection. And quite often there might be an error detected. Maybe they're using the wrong browser, maybe their connection bandwidth is too low, maybe they have some security on their network. So depending on what the results are there, you can point them in the right direction to diagnose the issue that they may be having. But this is a good tool to help gather information and speed up the diagnostics process. So I'm keen to have that on my 30-minute pre-event email. So I've put that in there with a big button, and I'm using the same effects as we did in the last video, some HTML and CSS, just to give it a bit more style and to suit my event a little bit more. So there's another example of how you can customize this email to suit your needs. So my needs is to have the connectivity test in this event email. You might have some other things that you want to add, how you can prepare for your event. Maybe you've got some resources or external links or some tools that you're going to use in your event. So here's a perfect opportunity to put all of that into this email and have your registrants prepared for the event. So thanks for tuning in today. This is another example of how you can customize your event registration emails. Please tune into the next video, and we're going to cover a post-event email. Thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your day.